too bad. Been slacking, so I thought I better join in.
You've been busy dressing up.
Right. I went on a 3-hour walk yesterday, so.
Oh, nice. How's Tony? You guys, you're obviously living apart. You're isolating, yeah. But you see each other when you can.
No, just video. Just video.
Cool. Yeah. Oh dear. Are you missing him?
Absence makes the heart grow fonder.
Yeah, exactly. Plenty of time to see each other after.
Yeah.
How was the quiz? Very sorry we missed it.
Me too.
Yeah, we won, so we're doing it.
I heard.
You're seeing the winners.
So said we were actually going to try to win this week, so that was it.
Are we going to do it a week Wednesday, or when do you want to do it?
Well, it doesn't really matter. We can do it whenever day. We can just keep it to a Wednesday, or we can do it every other. It doesn't really.
Or it could be the quiz that closes the living room games after our third workout.
Oh, that would be cool.
Which
give us a platform and we'll take it.
You can announce the winners.
Okay. Done.
Look at her. She's loving life. The next one we Willoughby here.
Cool. We had an interesting find when we got to the box yesterday. Someone's stolen all our toiletries, which was nice of them.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that equipment. I was like, what?
No, not the equipment, no. I mean,
that's a weird steal.
Toiletries, what, out of the shower? Or?
Yeah, that we store our stuff on top, some stuff on top of the lift as well. But we literally just stocked up.
All the rolls and stuff.
Bog rolls, but yeah.
Oh, no.
Things like that, yeah.
But someone must know that was there, though.
I know.
That it was on top of.
Yeah, it's a little bit strange.
Have the guys left from downstairs?
Swan have left. Yeah, they left before lockdown. No, it wasn't Swan. No, I don't know. When we moved house, we popped our tumble dryer underneath the stairs, and that got stolen. Which we only planned on having it there a couple of weeks whilst we got in here, and yeah, so there's a thief around. Well, we know they steal number plates as well. yeah. So we were sorting stuff out, and by the time we got back, we were starving. So I heard the quiz was good, though.
It was a good quiz, yeah.
Well run. Did Jubsy do it as well? Was it a dual?
No, he was just swearing in the background like a trooper. Honestly, the language coming from him was outrageous, and we were like, because he couldn't see the screen, we were like, "There's kids on there, Tom!" Shh.
Oh no!
Shouting at Alexa as well.
What was he getting?
We didn't hear it.
He was going. I don't know what he was going. He was going on about. I think because Amy did a flags round and there was the LGBT flag, and Amy was like, "Oh, the LGBTQ plus," and he was like, and then he went on about all these other letters, and he was like, "Who knows what the effing hell it is?"
I'm like, whoa.
We're like, "Whoa, Tom, chill."
Oh, Shruti.
Oh, look at him.
That face paint of you, Tej, was brilliant.
That's what I was about to say. You should come on the call in different face paint every day.
Oh.
Maybe the quiz. I'll come on the quiz in a face paint.
Maybe that's exciting.
Yeah.
Fancy dress quiz.
Yeah.
Now please do superhero, because everyone else has been doing superhero.
Do you just have a superhero costume upstairs or something?
I don't.
How are you going to do it?
Well then. Well, you seem to be in a predicament.
Yeah, we can do a themed one.
Let's do a themed one.
I can only do animals. I only have animal costumes.
I've got lots of princess ones.
Doesn't surprise me. And Jackie, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
You not do the quiz, Jack?
No, I'm no good at quizzes.
I don't think
Neither are we, Jackie.
There's hope for anyone.
Yeah, we're not very good at quizzes.
Because you and Callum just argue which one's the
Callum needs to know who's in charge.
Yeah, he does. He goes rogue sometimes. And then I have to try and reel him back in. Don't I, dear? No?
Hallway today, Soph.
Sorry?
Hallway today.
No, the kitchen.
Oh, kitchen. Ah.
Well, kitchen diner. Yeah, no. Yeah, I usually sit in the lounge, but it's cold on that floor.
Yeah. I'll put my heat on.
same.
It's a tricky one, isn't it? Do you put it on? Don't you put it on? Yeah.
For an hour, and then it heats up the house. You know, there's a bit of warmth there, and then your blood levels and your heat levels back up on top.
Yeah. Or, just work out. I was yeah. Yeah. I'm definitely doing stuff inside. So yesterday, I shared the demo video by screen share. Do you want me to do the same thing again?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And then we can talk about it.
I hurt my back this morning doing yesterday's exercises.
Oh, what have you done?
It was the first one where I was trying to pick up the
single leg deadlift.
Yeah.
What
I just don't know. I think I more likely wasn't doing it 100% correctly. I think that's the reason why. But I carried on with it. Doesn't hurt if you know what I mean. But I carried on, but I couldn't carry the D ball very far after I did the 25 pickups.
Okay, so it wasn't in the pickups. It was in the first bit, do you mean?
It was in the first bit, yeah. I think I more likely didn't bend down or do something correctly.
Yeah, so we were focusing on the inner hamstring.
Yeah. So I think I was focused on my back, obviously.
Yeah, and that can quite often. So that's why the constraints can be quite useful, because it gets us thinking about another part of the body.
Yeah.
So have a little go again, and maybe start without. Did you start without weight to begin with?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I went straight in.
Yeah, maybe start without weight first. But again, there has got to be some sort of aggression when you go to pick it up. Like, you really got to want to pick that object up. All right, when it comes up again, we can maybe do a little demo.
Yeah, I think it's something to do with the balance as well, to be quite honest, because I found it sort of difficult. I think I started too heavy. I should have done something light to see what my balance was like.
Was it a kettlebell?
Yeah, it was a kettlebell, and as I said, I think I should have gone. Perhaps I should have gone with a tin or something, just to, it was my balance that I think did it, because I couldn't balance myself properly, so I more likely went over or did something. Yeah,
and it's a good one. Actually, CrossFit, I think they call it slips. There's a little sequence that they go through. I'll send you the link to it, and you can practice it for 10 minutes a day. It's unloaded. We occasionally do it by touching cones behind, touch a cone to the side, and basically just working on single leg balance. It's important. No props. I can send you that link. So I'm just going to share my screen and
wrong.
We have charge. Alrighty, can you guys see that?
Yeah.
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 Cool. Sorry, if you want to follow the workout, like as we go through it, obviously it's on the workout tab. If you want to view it as we go through it, this is very strange. Is anyone looking at it on the workout tab?
I am, yeah.
Okay, so it's definitely there. I think my phone's, I generally look at it on the laptop. I think my phone's not uploaded.
No, it isn't on the workout tab. Mind you, I've not renewed it, so it might be because I've not renewed the page since this morning.
I haven't got it on my phone. I've got it on. If I go onto the laptop and have it's loaded on there, but it hasn't loaded on my phone when I go in.
Yeah, this is being really slow. That's strange. Well, workout 1 is a squat, just one squat, as slow as you can. Here we are. Is this working? No, that's so strange. It's definitely live. What I'll do is
Sophie, on the mobile view bit, it may not have loaded on there if you switch the edit bit to mobile. Because if it's on, because I checked it on my laptop this morning and it was there. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, it is. It's gone under. It's underneath day 40 on the mobile.
My mobile tab's not loading. Okay. Right, yeah. It's gone walkabout. All right, so if you're looking at it on your phone, you just have to, I'll go and fix it after the call. You just have to scroll down. So day 41 is actually appearing below day 40. So sorry about that in a minute. So workout 1 squat hold for as much tension as you can. No? Oh God, where are we going? Oh, that's the wrong video. I'm in the wrong tab. Sorry, guys.
The first time I've seen you have technical difficulties. This is amazing.
Oh, no.
This is amazing.
The crazy finally hitting Sophie.
Do you know what? For some reason, I thought it was Wednesday. So I was in Wednesday's tab. All right, here it is. Try again. Share screen. And yeah, cool. So I did a dumbbell crush. Focus on creating as much tension as you can. Obviously, I am moving really, really slowly. Last night, I caught a glimpse of my toes in the mirror. Strange angle, I know. And I thought, what is my toe second from the right doing next to my little toe? So I really thought about spreading my toes and gripping with the full foot. This bit's been sped up. I'm obviously moving a lot slower than that. I'm pulling funny faces because it's tricky. So I was just working with the equipment that I had. So the dumbbell and the kettlebell. Obviously, it put me slightly imbalanced, so I had to really fight to keep that squat and keep the tension there. So I've started to speed it up here. I also changed my foot position, went a little bit wider just to see how it felt in different positions. I also did another set because I swapped the kettlebell and the dumbbell, so I did one set each. Our kettlebell's fairly heavy. I've held it kettlebell down. The good thing about holding it down is it was dragging me inwards as well. If I'd flipped it the other way, I think it would have been slightly easier. I think that's what I found. When I flip the dumbbell up, the movement actually feels easier. So I've put it down just to challenge myself a little bit. So there's workout 1. 1 squat 3 times or as many times as you want. You should be warm, just like when we use the songs. You should be warm, like your body temperature should have raised, your heart rate should be up, maybe even sweating a little bit. And yeah, you should feel slightly stressed, which is all good things, ready to go into a workout. So round workout 2. I've got some sound here. So round 1 was just breathing, however. So there's not really much of a pattern. I think I'm breathing out as I come up. I got around 20 reps. You can obviously scale this to a snake or reduce the distance. I've really been working on my push-up position. So I've taken me top off. Here we are. Round 2 is nose, mouth. So I was really focusing on not using my traps. I think it's only when we go into round 3 that on the last few reps, we start to see the traps kick in. What I found on round 3 is nasal only. So this is the end of nose, mouth. So my breathing's got heavier. I'm feeling more fight. My reps, I think, are slightly faster as well. I managed to maintain a similar around 25 reps each time.
Wow.
So whatever amount you do, it doesn't matter. I added an extra constraint on top of that breathing, which was to not let the traps, and then I die at the end.
Very impressive.
Not let the traps take over. I've been focusing on my rear delt, which we use when we do thunderstruck and the band pull apart. Different things I've been focusing on for that movement. So if you want to add any additional constraints, like make sure I don't roll my shoulders forward, make sure I don't let my belly sag, a bit like when we did those burpees. I think it was either 100 burpees or 7 minutes of burpees, but we put the constraint in as don't let your belly sag. So you have to keep the reps really strict. You could potentially think about that same thing even if you're doing the snake push-ups, so you're not letting the back sort of flex or extend. Think about how each breathing pattern made you feel. Maybe you didn't feel any different. Maybe you learned that you can actually do more work by nasal breathing, or can do more work by nose-mouth breathing. I also really I find it hard to disconnect when I nose-mouth breathe. Disconnect from breathing in and out on like the up or down phase of a movement. But what it does do, it stops me thinking about stuff I have to do, like accounts and the washing and the cooking and things like that. So yeah, maybe there's a breathing pattern that helps you in another way. So give it a go. Workout 3, if you're not looking at the website, it's descending reps. So you start with 20. So it's 20 sit-ups or toes to bar if you've got a rig. And then you halve that number and do hang squat clean. So it's 20 sit-ups, 10 hang squat clean, 18 sit-ups, 9, 16 sit-ups, 8. So the hang squat clean, you come down in 10 in 1 rep at a time, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the sit-ups, you come down every 2 reps, so 20, 18, 16, 14. How I've set the video up is I just did a variation, so you guys can mix it up, and if you're doing other workouts yourself, you can maybe use some of the movements. So these are just some examples. If you want to stick to the same 2 movements, that's fine. Try not to, if you are going to do different movements, try to keep moving as fast as you can. Don't use it as an excuse to rest. Here we are. So I did a pulse over the object. Obviously, you don't have to do it with the object. I made sure I did 20, so I did 1 on each leg. You're going to come to the hang every time. So the hang is this position at the knee. Ooh. Play. This is the hang here. So you'll go back to that position every time, fully extend at the top, and then sit down into your squat. Sit down as low as you can. This is funny because there's not enough room to do your anchored sit-ups here. Make sure you sandwich yourself between 2 objects. So the first one was the second one was an anchored sit-up. Single arm kettlebell squat clean with a weighted sit-up. Got to go fairly slow on this one. Bicycle sit-up. I doubled the reps on this one, so on the 20 I would have done 1 on each knee. Dumbbell hang squat clean. Alternating mountain climber, if you want to do those. That was quite a spicy one for the obliques as well. If you want to go a little bit heavier but you need to use 2 hands, it's almost a power swing, so a small swing, and then really make sure on that one, make sure on this one. Has anyone, what's the heaviest kettlebell we've got here? 16, anyone got in the 20s?
I've got 12, that's the heaviest we've got.
Yeah, 12 I've got. 12.
Okay, so if you're going to do single arm with that, you could do, say you're on the set of 16 and 8, you could do 8 on each arm, yeah, or you could potentially go through it twice and do it on the left arm and then do it on the right. Yeah, make sure you really extend if you are using a heavy kettlebell to give you enough time to get underneath it. So pike poles with your leg raise. I kept my back on the floor and just focused on the core. If you want to do any isometric work, so I held for the number of seconds. I doubled the reps. I think that was 16 seconds roughly. Single arm dumbbell hang squat clean or a Russian twist. This video will go to Facebook, so if you want to have another look at it. Cool. Did anyone want to look at anything specifically? Any questions on any of the movements? Tell me what movements you're going to use.
All of them. All of them. Look, work. How many minutes is it for?
It's for time. So once you get to 4, 2, 2, 1, that would be the end. It takes about 10 minutes.
Oh, is that all? It looks like a lot of work.
Yeah, well, those first few sets, because 20, 10, 18, 9, you know, there's quite high reps, but then as you start to get to the end, you can go through it fairly quickly. That's why I wouldn't choose too many movements. If you want to put a couple in, fine, but don't choose too many, because then you'll be, what am I on now? And trying to find the piece of equipment. Try and choose an object that's going to challenge you, but it's going to, you know, keep you moving for that full 10 minutes of work. So you get a sweat on, and yeah, it's a bit skilly as well, the hang squat clean. If you've got a barbell and you want to pop some plates on it, you do the same thing. So always deadlift the object up first and then send the hips back or pivot at the hip. We did lots of talking about hinging last week. So really make sure you're strong through the core in the obliques. So not just blowing the belly out or letting the arch in the back take the brunt of the work. Make sure you're really bracing through the core so you can really explode through the feet, through the hips, and then give yourself enough time to drop down underneath the object for your hang squat clean. Yeah, the little note I put at the end was get back to nasal breathing as fast as you can, or you might want to try and keep to a breathing pattern if you feel inspired from workout 2 with the push-ups. Maybe you want to say to yourself, I'm going to try and nasal breathe for this entire workout, or maybe nose mouth. There's a workout 4 as well. I've put some links to the foot roll, which is just basically a hard ball, or I used to use like a glass bottle. I used to freeze it to roll the soles of my feet out if you haven't got a ball. Use something hard, 90 seconds on each foot. Then the second movement was a Samson stretch, and the first one was child's pose. Anna is doing a little bit of stretch, mobility, flexibility tonight at 6. So if you can't make that call, try and it's only 6 minutes of work, try and get this stuff done as well. Even if it's, whilst you're watching TV later, or before you go to bed. Or even better, get on the call at 6 and Anna will talk you through it. Any questions?
Oh, all good.
All good?
Yeah.
Cool. Any exciting plans for the weekend?
Rain.
Virtual parties. It's supposed to clear up tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all changed. It was like all raining all week, and now it's like looks like it's going to be nice for the rest of the week.
Yeah, sun and a cloud.
It's absolutely belting down here now.
Oh, it's chucking it down here as well. But tomorrow, 14 degrees, and it gets warmer each day. And by this time next week, it's going to be 20 degrees again.
Hey.
Yay!
I was a bit depressed. We were supposed to be flying out to Portugal this weekend for Amy's hen.
Oh.
So it's like 25 degrees there at the moment. And we're supposed to be on a boat party, sipping on champagne.
Damn it.
It's so strange, isn't it? That
Yeah.
our lives have just been put on hold, basically.
Yeah. See what happens next year. They're apparently rising the prices up on all flights.
Yeah.
Well, they're not making much money at the minute.
No, I'm in a battle with Ryanair at the moment. No, on a war.
To get a refund.
Yeah, but I think half the nation is in a battle with Ryanair. So
Yeah. Are you struggling to get through to them?
yeah, so one of ours, they've refused a refund because we chose not to fly, even though it was like the government told us not to.
Right.
So I'm trying to claim it back through the bank because I paid on credit card. It's not an ideal situation, but we'll just think. And the other one, they've offered us a flight voucher which we can use within the year. So that'll probably be okay. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'm never going to fly with Ryanair again because I like to hold a grudge.
Point in holding grudges, honestly.
But honestly, it does show up companies for what they're really about, though. Like, and I think that is like, I don't know. I just think, why would you line someone people's pockets like that? Like Richard Branson is, he's been shown up for what he's really about.
Yeah, it's tricky times. And yeah, some companies come out of it really well, and others just badly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've given you a voucher for one, but the other they're not.
Yeah, the voucher can be scary because if it goes bust, then the vouchers mean nothing.
Yeah,
so you've lost money.
It's a weird one. I don't think Ryanair will go bust because he's a fiddly little fella. And he'll worm his way out of anything, I think. So,
and who doesn't like to fly in a tin can?
Exactly, a tin can where you've been separated from all the people that you booked the ticket with deliberately.
Or with my PAPS like money that my mum's going to inherit, I said, "Oh, why don't we all go away? To create a memory." And she went, "Oh, I don't know if you'll ever get me on a plane again." That's what my mum said.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, she's 73, but it's like
you could have a lovely holiday.
A lot of people's opinions, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I did see a lovely picture of Portsmouth Harbour now, and because of all they had like an aerial shot of it, and because obviously there's less pollution, at the moment. The sea looks like it was like a Caribbean sea.
Oh.
It was like greeny blue. So there we go. You can go to Portsmouth, climb up the tower, do a bit of shopping.
I love the marine museum down there. You know, the boats and stuff. It's really good.
Yeah.
Military.
You can stay on that island as well, can't you? That like floating.
That floating
Yeah.
island.
Yeah, you can get a little boat. Yeah.
You can stay on there. It's like a luxury evening thing, and they have to boat you out to it.
What's the tower called?
Pinnaker.
Pinnaker, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's nice,
Yeah.
Portsmouth.
Lots of nice places in the UK. You can take your mum. Lake District, Peak District, Devon. Rightio, ladies.
Nice to see you all.
Nice to see you. Tomorrow is 21.5.
21.2.
Don't say that.
It's not as bad as 21.6, so.
Is
Thanks
it
for that.
better than the last one? I liked the last one. That was okay.
Yeah, we're just easing you in there. Easing you in. It'd be fun. So if I don't see you at 6, or if Anna doesn't see you at 6, see you tomorrow at 12.
Bye.
And at 8. Take care.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.